Yo, yo. What up, guys? Um, Again, here we are. We're transitioning from setter to closer. And these are the 6 rules of closing. These are pivotal, pivotal, pivotal. I'm going to start with this right here and just we'll start talking about it. Your pitch is only as good as your close. You can get through the pitch amazing. Obviously, you're gonna try and make sure you're beating objections, you're tying down, you're making sure you're doing the right thing so that when you get to the close, proper expectations have been set. They know that this is an offer that they have to accept on the spot, or like that they know that there's some type of time pressure on it. Um, but your pitch is only as good as your close. And you have to be able to get to the close and operate the close cool, calm, collected, because if you're not, they can smell it from a mile away. So you have to know you're on your back foot, man. Hey, if this happens, it happens. Of course, I want to buy your house, but we're also buying a ton of houses in the area, not the end of the world, just kind of on your back foot. So you got to be on your close. You can't be over rushing your close. So your pitch is only as good as your close. First point, reason I even wrote it at the top. You've seen it multiple times in this entire segment. You see be like smoke. Be like smoke is the main thing because somebody can ask you a question and they only know the right answer in their head. So if I ask you, okay, like you give me the number, congratulations, your offer's been approved. You came out higher than expected, X amount. Okay, 100,000. Wow. Well, I mean, 60 days, 100,000. How flexible are you guys on that timeline? Pause. You don't know if they want longer or shorter. You don't know. Maybe they want 90 days. Maybe they want 120 days. You don't know if they want 630 days. You don't know if they want to close tomorrow. You don't know yet. So you have to be like smoke, or else you're going to jump in and be like, oh, yeah, well, we can do longer or shorter. Like, what are you feeling? That's not a bad response. But then if you jump in and go something like, oh, yeah, like, oh, no, no rush, no rush. We can do 90 days, but they wanted 30. Now you're the bad guy. And they already have that in their head. So you got to make sure when you're pitching, if they ask you a question, you have to understand, acknowledge, and then ask another one. So acknowledge their question, say, okay, yes, that's a great question. Our best clients used to typically ask that question. I mean, like, what were you hoping to be at? Bang. Now they're going to tell you if they want it shorter, longer. You have to be like smoke. Because if you're not like smoke and if you're just giving them answers, then you're not truly understanding their problem. And you got through the pitch, you're on the phone with them for dang near an hour. Like, they like you, they trust you, they respect you, they wouldn't be here already. And you should never get to the point in the close. If you pitch them a number, you should have the authority to price anchor them. You should have the authority to price anchor. Need to be able to price anchor. Because if you aren't able to price anchor yet, then you haven't earned their trust. You haven't earned their respect. They don't like you because you have to be able to price anchor, and that's where we start from. So you have to earn the respect, price anchor. If you're having a 10-minute conversation to get into an offer, you messed up. Next, so the be like smoke, most important part. That's how you close a deal. You go, hey, okay, um, I understand. I see that. I get it. That's a little bit not where you wanted to be. I mean, where were you hoping to be? Something like that, where you're not going, oh yeah, like I know we can move. Oh, like you want to make sure you do the tie downs, like the script says, tie downs, tie downs, tie downs. You want to make sure that they're committed. You want to make sure they like, trust, and respect you. But you have to be like smoke in all of this. Okay. Next, of course, your pitch is only as good as your close. You can be a great pitcher, but if you're not a good closer, you're never going to close. Next, must get a number back. You must. That is number one objective. Number one objective. And it cannot be the same number. It has to be somewhere in the right direction. This is going to give you a lot of room based on what you think they want to go for. You have to get a number back because they need to know that we're starting a negotiation. Like they can't think like, oh, like 250, we're at 100 and they're at 150. Well, that sucks. Like, no. At this point, they should like, trust, respect you. They should know the company they're doing business with. They should have your name, all company information. They should be loving you. You should know their family story. You should know their family history. You should be laughing, joking with them. You should be able to have the right to start the process with negotiations. Because if you don't get a negotiation, we're not in the business of negotiating against ourselves. If I give you a number, or if the underwriter gives you a number, and they go, hey, 100K, and you go back and you pitch them. They told you 150. We're gonna start at 100. You go, okay, yeah, like we're at 100,000. Offer came back higher than expected. We're at 100,000, and they're like, you just can't do that. You're like, okay, completely understand. Well, I do just want to make sure. Is there anything other than price that would be stopping us from moving forward today? Tie down. That's what you do. And then they go, no, actually, it's like just price. I love or respect you guys. Well, what's stopping us? So let me ask you, what's the number that you would need to get this done? Okay, 150. Okay, well, obviously my team's at 100. You're at 150. I can't go back to them without at least asking and getting a number and knowing that you can move. Because I know if I don't show them you can move, they're not going to want to move at all. So I mean, really, what's your bottom number? We're going to be paying closing costs, commissions, fees, taxes, everything associated with it. We take care of everything. We can give you your estimated close. What's your bottom number? If they're still at 150, you messed up. You're in a bad position. And you got to go back and forth with them. You got to keep going back and forth with them. Like, I know my team, like they're not going to move. They're not going to move. Blame it on the next point. Always blame the underwriter. So these two kind of work together. You're going to keep going after that number until you can get a significant number reduction. Okay, beautiful. Well, okay, I see you guys. You guys dropped to 140. I appreciate that. I'm going to go back to my team. I'm going to see if they can even come up at all. Sometimes they can. You have to get a number, and you have to go from there. So next, always blame the underwriter. You are on their team. If you are the closer, you are 100% on their team. You're blaming the underwriter. You're cursing out the underwriter. Oh, I can't believe it. He's the worst. I just went back, fought 10 rounds with him to get this come up. Wow, he came up more than I even thought. Things like that have to be in your common vernacular because you always are blaming the underwriter. You are on their team. You are on the seller's team. The underwriter's the enemy. I mean, if you could give me more time, more access, more paperwork, we're getting into innovation pitch now. I know that I could probably go back to him and get a higher offer. Like, is that something that we could potentially do? You want to always blame the underwriter. It's never your fault. He's been the worst. Apparently our deals have been too tight lately. Things like that. So you want to always blame the underwriter, never on you. Like you should not be making an offer ever without talking to your underwriter. Even if you are self-comping, there's still an underwriter. That's the method we use for sales. But at this point, we're all still getting manually underwritten. Okay. Must get a number. Always blame the underwriter. Those are just 2 points of negotiation. Be like smoke is the most way to get through the conversation. Now, next you want to assume. This is when you get a little bit farther and maybe you agree on a number. So let's say you agree on a number here. Agree on a number. So you've gone back and forth with them. You blame the underwriter. You got numbers back. You were able to make the pitch and go, okay, hey, if my team, this is a big closing line, if I was able to get my team to 130, would that be something we can move forward with today? Yeah? Okay, beautiful. Well, I'm going to go back and check, see if I can get them up, but I'm going to try my best. Let me see what our max is. Bang. Come back. Congratulations, guys. I'm glad we could get this all approved. My team said this is the highest they've ever jumped. Honestly, I'll be super transparent with you guys. They wouldn't have done it for anything more. And you just say that. You say that line. Honestly, they wouldn't have done it for anything more. That's how it gives them a sense that they won, gives you a sense that, hey, we got a good deal. Now you just start assuming. Okay, perfect. Is this email I have on file correct? Beautiful. Go ahead and check your inbox to see if you guys got the document so we can go over everything together and make sure everything looks good. Bang. So first you tell them, you assume, hey, go ahead and check. Go ahead and open your inbox. Or if you don't have an email on file, you snag email. Okay, hey, what's your email? What's the best email that we can use to send this over to you guys? Beautiful. Go ahead and check your inbox. We haven't sent it yet. You want to make sure they're checking their inbox. You go ahead and go ahead and check your inbox. It's not there. Okay, bang. That's when that's what you tell underwriter to send it, because now they're looking, they're ready to go. You go. Beautiful, because you never know, you might get a pushback here. And if it's already in their inbox, now they got all the power. Now they can just walk away and go shop your offer, which is not the end of the world. That's fine. But we don't want that to happen. We'd rather just assume. So you assume that, hey, go ahead and check your inbox. DocuSign should be in there for us to go through together and finalize. Then they go, okay, perfect. Open it up. When they tell you, hey, I don't have it yet, that's when you send it over to the underwriter. That's when you shoot a message. You go, hey, send it over. Bang, they send it. Go, underwriter will let you know, hey, it's sent. Then you tell them, hey, should be in your inbox now. They're going to say, okay, perfect. You're going to go ahead and go, hey, pull it up for me. Perfect. Let me walk you guys through it. Make sure they got the price and the name right. Say something like that. Last point, you must finish on the call. Doesn't matter if they stop you. Doesn't matter if they go, yeah, but I gotta talk to my neighbor's wife's ex-husband. Like, you are gonna keep moving forward, because I've seen so many deals go be right here, and then you don't assume. And I've done so many deals where I'm like, okay, like, go ahead and open up the DocuSign. Perfect, congratulations. Like, but like, I still haven't talked to like my ex-husband's wife, sister's brother's dog. And I'm like, okay, like, that's completely fine. Like, were you gonna talk to them here soon? Like, are they around? And they go like, I was gonna talk to them later. And I'm like, okay, that's completely fine. Like, do you mind if we just go over the DocuSign together? And then if you still feel the need to talk to somebody, then you can go for it. Also, I'd like to preface that this is in the pitch, that this document is in simple third grade English. So it's super easy to understand. We want to make it super friendly for everybody. And it's a super simple document. Never say the word attorney. Never. Because that just triggers. Never say the word contract. Never say the word attorney. It just it triggers bad emotions in people. And we want to keep this process rolling. We don't want to because they could send it to an attorney. An attorney could come back with 1,000,000 red letters and charge them $1,000. We've seen attorneys charge them $1,000 and then say good to go. Like, you're just wasting people's time. So what you want to do right here is you want to assume, and if they say that, like, hey, I need to talk to my ex-husband, whatever, you go, okay, that's completely fine. It is company policy that we still go through the contract together. If you still have any questions after, then we can go ahead and reach out to whoever you want. Bang. Keep it pushing. Now you're going to go through the agreement. Okay, Miss Judy, like I said, this is in third grade English. It's super simple document. So you see the first line, says your name right? Perfect. Spelled your name right? Haha, yeah, we got it right. So that is the company that I represent. Make sure the purchase price and the close of escrow date's right. Everything's right, like that 45, 90 days. Okay, beautiful. Then we have a separate sheet of contract objections. There's some things we can change the contract. Honestly, a lot of things we just can't. We do thousands of deals. So if they're asking for a change in contract, things that they might ask for like updated, like an upped escrow. Depending on the deal, we can up the escrow. Everything's depending on the deal. Most deals we can't change anything. Some deals we can change. So this is where you work with your underwriter and go from there. Or work with your underwriter unless you're self-comping. But you're always to change the contract, it's gonna be like, say, you have to preface that this is a standard contract. 90% of people aren't even aren't gonna change anything. So don't worry about that. All right. To recap closing. First and foremost, closing, you have to be like smoke. They ask you a question, you go, weave. They go, oh, like, what's the timeline you guys are looking to close? Weave, what's the best timeline that works for you? Okay, beautiful. You got me? Like, things like that. Pitch is only as good as your close. You have to be cool, calm, collected. You have to make it seem like you buy properties left and right. You buy a property every day. This is the most normal thing in the world for you, and you're making them feel at ease. Because if not, if you get to the pitch and you're sounding all good, and then you make the offer and you start crumbling up, they're going to crumble. So you have to be calm, cool, collected. Next, must get a number back. Negotiations 101. Like, you have to get a number back before you go back to the underwriter. We're not going to negotiate on ourselves. It's that simple. Always blame the underwriter. Underwriter's fault. Everything. Every single thing. Offers too low. Underwriter's fault. Process is taking too long. Underwriter's fault. everything's the underwriter's fault. So just blame the underwriter. You're not taking the blame. Agree on number. This is where after you agree on the number, you assume. You go, okay, beautiful. Let's get this process rolling. Email should be in your inbox. You got your inbox open. Perfect. Email's in the inbox. Let's go through it together. Finalize it up. Must keep going. Must keep going. You got to keep chugging through. Even if they got to talk to their dog. They got to pray about it. I get it. I like to pray about things. I wouldn't sell my house without praying about it. But you have to get through the agreement. And if you get to the end of the agreement and they still have questions, that's completely fine. Tell them, give them a virtual withdrawal number. The W number. So we talked about these before. That's the way we build urgency. We go, hey, if your files, okay, perfect. Well, as you know, our team doesn't like to keep offers open forever. We don't have unlimited money. And we like to put the funds aside for your property specifically. I can leave this open till, when do you think you're going to be able to have an answer for me? And you ask them that. They go, I'll probably get an answer for you by tomorrow. VW number is pretty essential at pretty much any point, I'd say. Like any point here on. Because this is like at any point where you feel like you're losing them, or like they're just like, yeah, whatever, you can say, okay, if you give them a number, you're like, perfect, well, we're going to use a virtual withdrawal number because we can only keep the funds available for so long. The virtual number, I usually just do like my birthday, 03-1301. Like they don't realize it as long as I don't say it in a birthday rhythm. So I'm like, I forget what I do. I'd be like 03-1301, like 13,001, something like that. You can make up random numbers. It really doesn't matter. It's just got to be a long number, and it's got to be their number. So they have to know that those funds belong to them already. So you can use a virtual withdrawal number at any point, just to build that urgency and go, hey, okay, even if I'm not in the office, something happens to me, that money is still yours. Gives them ownership of the money, and it just allows them to understand that we are not just going to be waiting around forever. So it gives them like a, hey, we really have to have an answer by the latest I can leave it open. I mean, how long? What do you need to think about? Or you set a time. You give them a virtual withdrawal number. You set a time, and then you go. Then you use the 1 to 10 Hormozi close. That's in the script. So that you use a solid clothesline to figure out the true objection. Because in reality, usually it's probably price, but sometimes it's something else. So then you use 1 to 10 close. 1 to 10 close. That's a good one. It's like where you go, okay, like on a scale from 1 to 10, like where are we right now, Miss Judy? Okay, we're at a 7. Wow, it's pretty high. I mean, why aren't we at a 0? I ask her that. She goes, well, like what makes our offer not at a 0? Oh, I mean, like we're close. I mean, you want her to like kind of start pitching it now? I mean, we're close. Like I really just, I don't know. Like, okay, like I like the process. I like how you guys do things. You guys seem professional. She's gassing you now. Then you go, what could get us to a 10? This is after you set the virtual withdrawal, like set a time. This is right before they're about to like hang up on you, essentially. You're like, what would get us to a 10 right now? Bang, true objection. She's gonna give you the true objection. They're gonna give you the like, like it really is just about the price. Because now guards dropped. They already have their virtual withdrawal number. They already have their offer. They already have everything. You use the 1 to 10 close, and they're gonna be like, well, in reality, like I just really wanted to get like 145 for the property. Okay, so it really is like just price, Miss Judy? Okay. I mean, if I could get my team up to 140, we just call it a deal and make it happen right now. Like, is that something that we can do? If you give us a little bit more time, you think we could get you to 140 and call it a day? Yeah? Okay. Well, let me go back and check with my team. Now you're live. Now you're back in the action. Okay? So, super simple, super easy. These are all, obviously, it's not super simple or super easy, but it's something that when you get good at this, you will churn like bread and butter. You would literally just start rolling. You will be on a constant roll once you can master, because you can hear a million different objectives. At the beginning, the objections are a little bit harder. But when you get to the close, it's the same 3 to 4 objections every time. Every time. It's the same couple objections, same negotiation. So if you can get good at this, your pitch you can shorten your pitch. Now you can get through more. You can understand what your objective is on the back end. So, super simple. I don't know why I keep saying super simple. It's not super simple. But this is obviously a training video, educational. So make sure you guys are still following the script, because you have to, like, there's a lot of things that we don't talk about in the script that, like, if you don't follow that, you're going to reach more objections here. So besides that, let's keep killing it, because this is square one. So let's build on this.